With traditional revenues under pressure and data use soaring, mobile operators need to transform their businesses to secure revenue growth. And as mobile usage increases, the nature of mobility itself is changing.
In the very, very same way that the internet has grown and things have changed in unforeseeable ways years ago, we just knew we were doing the right thing. Today we're trying to bring this to mobility. And in fact, looking to the future, our belief is that mobility is just a natural function that anything should be able to do. It shouldn't be the domain of a specific kind of a device. This is a mobile device, or that device isn't mobile. Anything should be able to be handled as a mobile device by the network.
At the heart of future mobile networks will be software-defined networking and network functions virtualization.
We have done an assessment to look into it, and there is a wide set of use cases. Some are maybe most of the use cases we see early on is the more traditional telco use cases like virtualization of the EPC, virtualization of the IMS, and we also look into virtualization of services on the SDI LAN, and we have been doing some proof of concepts there. We are looking into virtualization of SDI LAN services such as TCP optimization, video optimization, analytics, and using SDN to do the traffic steering. And this is maybe one way to start. And we are also now doing a POC with virtualization of the EPC, where we do a split, quite innovative approach. And I think all of these components or network functions that reside in the core network are might be a starting point. But then we also have the more use cases going into the edge of the network with virtualization of the base station, which is also we see as it's very interesting. It has the potential to give high benefits.
You can reuse infrastructure for virtualization, but that doesn't mean that your current deployments you can be gradual on that migration. I'm not talking about now saying that we'll need to dismantle our network to have continuity of the resources. We can be more tactical. We can wait for the amortization times. We can wait for the extension of capacity, and we can create islands of virtualized network functions. So we don't need to dismantle our services. So in that essence, in that aspect, it's evolutionary. In the other, you need to create some disruption on purpose so that you can leverage on all the advantages that will give you.
SDN and NFV will form the basis for new 5G architectures. Mobile operators are already planning for this transformational shift, and under their collective NGMN organisation have published detailed business models and use cases for 5G.
We based the white paper on the assumption that NFV is there and is defined. You will not find a lot of mentioning of NFV simply because we said it will be there anyhow. Yeah, it's not something which will be new in 2020. It's something which will be established in 2020. So I think yes, both the core network side as the radio side will be based on NFV. And I think that SDN will also play an important role in establishing new control paradigms. So maybe mobility management could be based on SDN here as well. Yeah.
We're building a framework, all right? And our feeling is there are some things that we have to dramatically change in the way we support mobility. And if we can build a 5G framework that will support many, many different kinds of devices, allow more innovation to occur at different stages. So we talk about loosely coupling or decoupling the access technology from the core network. Will enable us to more easily integrate new access technologies as use cases would demand them. If you then reflect this back onto how this affects our society, it just means we can do more things with the tools that we've been given. That the barriers for new companies to come in and innovate and add those to the collection of things that we do will become easier.
5G will be built on the knowledge of all these technologies. It will be I would say it's a paradise for NFV and SDN.
We have LTE for the last 5 years. We are implementing IMS and VoLTE and services on top of that. We're also doing the virtualization of the network infrastructure. So we have our own telco cloud on which we start to virtualize the network functions. And one of the first will be the one I just mentioned, IMS for VoLTE will be fully virtualized across our markets.